Hey guys, it's your coach Chris here. How are you guys doing? You're halfway through the week. You guys are doing excellent. It's been so much fun for me watching you guys latch onto the 10 principles of clean eating, implementing them in your lives, working out, and posting about it. This has been a great group, and I'm so grateful for all you guys, for all your participation. It's been really fun. Now, I want to have a little reality check here. I want to talk a little bit about balance in life. Right? You guys are probably realizing at this point now, 3 days into the challenge, that achieving a 5 every single day is no easy task. It requires an immense amount of planning and prepping and discipline and just constantly thinking about making sure that you're getting your water, you're getting your meals in, right? It's not easy. And so really, how realistic is it to expect you to adhere to the 10 principles of clean eating 100% of the time when this clean eating fitness challenge is over? May not be completely realistic, right? So that's why I want to tell you guys about the 85-15 rule. And this is basically how it works. 85% of the time, you eat perfect. You follow the 10 clean eating principles. You get your water in, you get your meals in, and you eat breakfast first thing in the morning, you eat your last meal 3 hours before going to bed, yada yada, all the 10 principles of clean eating. You do that 85% of the time, and you do it perfectly 85% of the time. However, there's that 15% of the time when you're not going to have control over your food. And we all know when those times come, right? When there's a birthday or a birthday party or an office party, or you're staying at somebody else's house, or you're just out of your routine. You're somewhere else. You're out to lunch with a friend to a place where you really the menu doesn't really jive well with the 10 clean eating principles. There's tons of situations in life that come up where you just don't have control over your menu, and so. But if you are living the 85-15 rule, if you are perfect 85% of the time, if you have to have a treat, or if you go outside of the 10 clean eating principles during that time, you don't have to feel bad about it. You can do it because 85% of the time you're eating right and you're eating clean. So that during that 15% of the time, it's not going to undo all your hard work. So basically that's the 85-15 rule. And so I think that's more of a realistic approach to take. Once we're done with the 10 clean eating, or once we're done with this fitness challenge, when we're done with this clean eating challenge group, I hope that you take all the things that you learned and implement the 10 clean eating principles, but also allow yourself to live the 85-15 rule. And just to give you some perspective, so for me, I've been living with my in-laws for about the past year. We moved from Missouri to Utah about a year ago. We sold our house. We came here and we've been building a house for the last 8 months or so, and we've been living with our in-laws. Well, I don't really have 100% control over the kitchen or the food. I have as much control as I'm given, and I do pretty well. I'm able to follow the 10 clean eating principles pretty well, but there are times where my in-laws make meals and we eat with them, and they don't necessarily jive with the 10 clean eating principles or with the types of food that I am trying to eat. So what do? I eat the food and I don't worry about it because 85% of the time I'm following 10 clean eating principles. Another example, there's a member of our group right now who is at Disneyland with his wife. How much control over the food do you have at Disneyland? Not much, and realistically, if we're at Disneyland, we're probably going to want a churro or something, but that's okay. If you're eating clean and following the 10 clean eating principles 85% of the time, it's okay. Have your churro at Disneyland, So anyway, I just kind of wanted to talk a little about balance today and realistic expectations. And so anyway, 85-15 rule, implement it in your life, take what you've learned here and do the best you can, and allow yourself those treats during those times when you don't have control over your food. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.